Let's see this question. Ravi walks at 10 kilometers per hour instead of 16 kilometers per hour. He would have walked 30 kilometers more. The actual distance traveled by him is. Now he is saying that Ravi would have walked at 16 kilometers per hour, right? But this is what he is capable of. But instead of walking at 16 kilometers per hour, he now walked at only 10 kilometers per hour, right? Now in case if you would have walked for 16 kilometers per hour, he would have walked 30 kilometers more, which means this is the meaning, right? So see this, what they are trying to say is he has a capability to walk at 16 kilometers per hour, but he had walked only for 10 kilometers per hour, because of which he would have walked 30 kilometers more, but then because of decreasing the speed he had walked only 30 kilometers less, right? Now if you observe both the scenarios, definitely time is constant. Why? In a given time he would have walked at 16 kilometers, then this is the distance, and he is walking at this, and this is the distance. Therefore from the given question you should be able to understand that time is constant. In a given time, if he could have walked for 16 kilometers per hour, he would be covering this distance, but since he walked at this, he is covering only this distance. Now they are asking what the actual distance he walked. See, this didn't happen, this happened. That is why, what is the actual distance traveled? This is the actual distance traveled. Got it? Okay, now how to solve it? Since time is constant, now if you observe this, distance equal to speed into time, you can know that d1 equal to s1 into t, and similarly d2 equal to s2 into t. Now if you divide 1 by 2, you are going to get d1 by d2, which means distance in first case divided by distance in second case is equal to speed in first case divided by speed in second case, which means in the given time, if you increase the speed, obviously distance is going to increase as long as the time is constant, right? Okay, now what is the distance? What is the actual distance they are asking, right? So what is d1? If you assume that this is the first case, then in the first case he would have walked for 30 plus d plus 30 kilometers, but then he had actually walked only for d kilometers, right? When he would have walked at 16 kilometers per hour, which was his capability, but he walked at only 10 kilometers per hour. This is what actually happened, right? So now this one and this one, so you are going to get, if you cancel it out, 10d plus 300 equal to 16d. So what does it mean? 6d equal to 300, so which means d equal to 50 kilometers. So in order to understand that it is kilometers, always carry the units with 30. So if you carry 30 kilometers with it, you will know that d is 50 kilometers. Now what is that they are asking? What is the actual distance, which means what has actually happened? What happened actually? He walked at only 10 kilometers, therefore he has covered only 50 kilometers. Got it? So answer is 50. Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177. And IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.